Viruses are minuscule infectious organisms that are found almost everywhere on Earth. Invisible to the naked eye, they are capable of infecting various life forms, including animals, plants, fungi, and even bacteria. Some viruses are relatively harmless, only causing mild illnesses or infections, while others are extremely deadly, having the capacity to trigger major global pandemics, wiping out millions of people. The following discussion provides a comprehensive analysis of some of the most perilous viruses known to humankind. This is biotech science, and here is the deadliest viruses on Earth. Smallpox. Smallpox was a highly contagious and deadly disease that has had a significant impact on human history. This virus was responsible for an estimated from 300 to 500 million deaths during the 20th century alone. The mortality rate reached 90%. The disease caused severe fever and a distinctive, painful skin rash, severe headache and vomiting. In many cases, it led to scarring, blindness, and death. Today, the smallpox virus is only found in laboratories, and it is considered one of the types of biological weapons. Thankfully, a global immunization campaign by the World Health Organization resulted in smallpox being declared eradicated in 1980, making it the first disease to be eliminated by human effort. HIV. The human immunodeficiency virus, its advanced stage known as acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, is a devastating virus that primarily targets and damages the immune system. Since the beginning of the epidemic, 85.6 million people have been infected with the HIV virus, and about 40.4 million people have died of HIV. It's estimated that around 38 million people worldwide are currently living with HIV. The first symptoms including weakness, fever, headache, swollen lymph glands, and weight loss. The widespread prevalence and global impact of HIV, coupled with the significant challenges in treatment, underline its standing as one of the most dangerous viruses in the world. Marburg Virus. First identified in 1967 in laboratories in Marburg and Frankfurt, Germany, the Marburg virus is a highly dangerous pathogen which has killed 379 people globally. It is similar to Ebola in that it causes severe hemorrhagic fever characterized by bleeding, fever, chills, headache, and myalgia. The virus is transmitted through close contact with the bodily fluids of an infected person or by handling infected animals. The fatality rate of Marburg virus is high. In the first outbreak was 25%, but it was more than 80% in the 1998 to 2000 outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo, as well as in the 2005 outbreak in Angola. Ebola. The Ebola virus, first identified in 1976 in what is now the Democratic Republic of Congo, is known for causing outbreaks with high mortality rates. In some instances, up to 90% of those infected have died. It has killed about 15,266 people globally since 1976. The virus is spread by contact with an infected patient's blood or bodily fluids. It can be spread through contact with clothing linens contaminated with bodily fluids, contact with some animals, and use needles or syringes. The Ebola virus triggers severe bleeding and organ failure, headache, weakness, and soaked throat, making recovery for many patients difficult and often impossible. Despite concerted global efforts to control and prevent Ebola outbreaks employing various strategies, including vaccination campaigns and isolation protocols, it remains one of the deadliest pathogens known to humankind. Rabies. Rabies is a terrifying virus that once symptoms appear is almost 100% of infected have died. The disease is estimated to cause 59,000 human deaths annually. It is typically transmitted to humans through the bite or scratch of an infected animal, usually a dog. The first symptoms of rabies may be similar to the flu, including weakness, fever, or headache. There also may be discomfort, prickling, or an itching sensation at the site of the bite. These symptoms may last for days. Symptoms then progress to cerebral dysfunction, anxiety, confusion, and agitation. Despite the availability of vaccines, rabies continues to claim thousands of lives every year, especially in regions where domestic animals are not routinely vaccinated. Understanding these viruses, as well as many others not mentioned here, is vital in the ongoing global effort to develop effective treatments and vaccines. Scientists and researchers worldwide continue to study these viruses' behavior and impact, hoping to curtail their spread and ultimately save lives.